you. Thank you and welcome to the show wherein we share some opinions, facts, answers, and knowledge to some of the most historical questions in the Philippines. My name is Micaela Pasco and I am your host for the next few minutes. And join me as we go and learn in this journey. Today, we have 4 guests that made time for us to share their knowledge. Let us welcome our historians, Mr. David, Ms. Roquete, Mr. Taghoy, and Mr. Velasquez.
Yes. The pre-colonial Philippines exists even before Spain. I think that many people forget that Philippines has a long story of a traditional and culture.
What kind of tradition?
In the pre-colonial Philippines, both men and women enjoyed the same rights and privileges. Women, like men, can rise to the chief heads of families, villages, and cities. We have the datus, rajas, the barangays. We have our own system that existed even before the Spaniards came to colonize us.
I see. So we already have our own government back then?
Yes, we have. That's why what the Spaniards told us that Filipinos doesn't have anything when they first came here in the Philippines is a lie. Those traditions and cultures are still present in the areas. They had a hard time reaching like Cordillera.
Before we answer that, let us define first what is nation. A nation consists of people, government, territory, and sovereignty. Now, do we all have this in pre-colonial Philippines?
We do have our government and people, but I'm not very sure about the others.
Yes, we have a government before. It was called traditional authority. Datus or babaylan usually lead the people. We do have a people and territory before, but it has a different concept. Social hierarchy existed before which contradicts what citizen means. In terms of territory, we do have the sense of unity for the whole country doesn't exist yet. The Philippines before the Spaniards came already have the idea of what a nation is but was only introduced when the Spaniards came.
Rizal's nationalism is of the inclusive, caring kind.
Why? What makes you think that?
He stated this on some of his words such as the Liga Filipina, wherein a mutual protection of everyone or necessity, defense against all violence or injustices, and encouragement of instruction, agriculture, and commerce. It is a type of nationalism that is compatible with caring, globalizing, and interdependent world.
As we all know, Sir Rizal is not only recognized for his intellect, but also for standing up against Spanish colonial government and defying it.
He moved many hearts with his words and writings.
Yes, when he found out a work by Spanish government official named Antonio de Morga, which contains the record of early years of Spanish colonization in the Philippines, he started thinking about the idea that Filipinos are not just equal to Spaniards, that we have our own history, tradition, and culture. After that, he wrote a book containing words and information from the book he found about how Filipinos should view themselves.
Today, we have answered a lot of questions and learned many things. I hope that this information will help you understand and appreciate our culture and tradition even more. Once again, thank you. This is your host, Micaela Pasco, saying that the history may be in the past, but the lesson it leaves will last.